built this. They built it so the parents sit up there and the kids come down here and play. There's a bunch of owls here. We see a bunch of leaves. Really? Oh yeah, the big bunch of leaves.
Yeah, I know the big one when you around bunch of leaves.
And they used to sit up there, but once the kids, sometimes the kids would go all the way around here to get in. So there's nothing. So they're going to cut that off. He's done it.
My name is Mark Harriman from the Providence College President's Council, and I want to welcome you to the 6th installment of Fusion, Friars United in Service to Our Neighborhood. This is one of many Fusion projects that's going on with the involvement of Providence College, actually across the country. First off, I want to thank the Office of Institutional Advancement, Therese Riley and Bob Ferreira, for their involvement here in taking over the management, hotel management, as well as David Driscoll and the college events. Hey, Chrissy Santazzo and Steve Morano. The primary mover behind this project is Bob McMahon from the City Parks Department. Bob was instrumental in starting this entire program, which started down at the Isaac Hopkins House, way down here on Admiral Street. This is our first year moving up this way to this Corliss Park. Bob and his crew have been absolutely phenomenal, and over the years we worked very, very well with them. So I want to give them a big round of applause up front. Thank you. All right, as I mentioned, this is our 6th installment of Fusion. This is the 6th of 10. This will be one of the largest structures that we've ever built over here. And we've saved the city probably over $100,000 in labor just by doing this. So this is a really big addition to here to our city. I want to introduce quickly Lori Mello. Lori is a neighbor here, and she has gathered all the neighbors here to help us get this project done today. Lori's going to give you a history of this project.
Hi.
This park.
Of the park. Hi. Thank you all for coming. Back in 1978, under the Ford administration.
You're not that old.
I am that old. Back in 1978, under the Ford administration, the City of Providence received a grant, and the grant came in for this park, and that time it was dedicated. And I remember I was a little girl, and I remember clearly coming around the corner, there were a stream of limousines that just came, one limo after another, and they were black limos. And being a young child with a new park and all of the excitement of this, people coming from Washington to dedicate the park, Bob Dole came. And Bob Dole came to the park, and there was this amazing dedication with this life. It was so vibrant with the neighbors, the community. It was a coming together in unity of the area. It was just a new, wonderful experience. I grew up here. I grew up in this park. I played tennis on the tennis courts. Yeah, I did play basketball on the basketball courts, and grew up and saw the park go through many years of vibrancy and life within the community. And then I also saw it deteriorate to where we are today. And this brings us back together. We have a new councilman and new leadership under Councilman Salvatore, and I thank him, and I thank the Parks Department and Providence College and everyone who is here to bring the community and the life back into this area, because it is needed, badly needed. So today, the work that you're going to do is just going to be around for many, many years to come. And hopefully 20 years from now, somebody else will tell you that story.
Thanks, Lori. And now the aforementioned Councilman Salvatore.
I want to thank Providence College, the Parks Department, and the neighbors for coming out. I know it's a Saturday morning, it's early, but this is going to go a long way in this particular neighborhood. As Lori mentioned, I'll echo her comments that this neighborhood is ready for a facelift, and it's because of all of you coming out on Saturday morning and really putting in the sweat equity that is required to transform a neighborhood and bring it back to where it was a couple of decades ago. So again, I want to thank Bob McMahon, all of you from Providence College, and Lori for coming out and helping us revitalize the Wansky community. I want to give a special thank you to Steve Morano, who's been a great partner in all of this from day one. When Steve and I met, we sat down, we chatted about the neighborhood, and I expressed to Steve what my vision is for the Wansky community. And you know, we had a buy-in from day one from Providence College. We look forward to your continued partnership and our continued partnership with the city. Thank you.
All right, next up is Bob McMahon. Bob's going to lay out the duties here today. and what we're going to do and not do. So, Bob, you're up.
Okay. Well, thank you again for coming. I want to just first of all say that what we're doing today, and just echo what everybody else is saying, has really great value for this neighborhood. We have used a model of communities building their parks and strengthening their communities now in several neighborhoods, and it works. So when the community is involved in building the park survives, the park thrives. And so this is going to be like the 10th neighborhood park where we've actually used community members to build the playground. And so this is just the playground is the first phase of a transformation of this park. The next project we're going to be doing in hopefully a couple of months is redoing the basketball courts, which are in dire need. And then in this fall we're going to be doing a new baseball field here, and then next spring a water spray park as well. So it's part of a larger plan to transform this park and get the community involved, because if the community can enjoy this park and meet here, it'll be a common ground for the neighbors to really build neighborhood community as well. Now today, we've got a bit of a jump. We're further along than we typically are, just because there was a threat of, not thunderstorms, but showers this afternoon. So we wanted to get going a little early, but there's plenty of work to do here. So the biggest amount of work is, you see that pile over there? That's 5-bar mulch. And believe it or not, every little scrap has to be moved. That's the safety surface for the playground. We used to use sand, but now we use this 5-bar mulch. It's specially engineered so that wheelchairs can work on it as well. There's 110 cubic yards of 5-bar mulch there, and it all has to go in the excavated area. So we're going to need to get moving on that. Typically we build the playground and then start moving the mulch, but we're going to start moving mulch now. And so I'd like to get about 30 people over there with me, and I'll kind of get you going and show you how it's going to work. We're going to basically be using tarp and wheelbarrows to move it into place. So we need people to shovel it onto the tarps, people to shovel in the wheelbarrows, and so forth, and just keep moving along. And we have some iron rakes coming to rake it out. But basically we're going to be putting in 12 inches of mulch throughout the playground area. And that's an adequate safety surface for this playground structure and for the swing set. We also need some people to help us put together some benches. I need about 6 or 8 people to work on that, and they can report to those 2 gentlemen there, and they'll get you going on that. I need another 6 people to do some painting of those concrete tables up there, and the paint and everything is all set up there. And then if somebody would like to grab some trash bags and do a quick routine around the park, and just pick up trash, but there really isn't that much trash around, but that would be very useful as well. So with that, we can get going.
Just a couple more things. Sorry, I like your enthusiasm. Hold on, we're just going to couple more things for you. First of all, I was also remiss in not thanking Dunkin' Donuts up by LaSalle Academy. They've donated all the food and coffee here today. Let's give it up for Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts.
Safety, housekeeping. First of all, there's porta-johns there, but be careful around the site. We don't have much heavy equipment moving around, which is good, but there's holes in the area, so watch where you step. You don't want to. You could really do a number on your ankle if you fall into those holes. So be careful where you step, particularly people who are bringing mulch around, because you may not see that. So just be very careful. And besides the coffee here, there's that canteen by the Providence Fire Department has water and Gatorade, because even though it's not a sunny day, you might get dehydrated. So feel free to take a break, obviously, and get something to drink. And lunch is coming at some time.
A couple more things on that.
11:30ish.
Yeah. As far as lunch goes, we're going to eat in shifts. So if you see somebody eating, please just don't jump over here. We need to make sure we keep all these jobs moving. So I'm going to send some people around and grab people for lunch in shifts, so we can get out of here on time. I want to echo Bob's thoughts. Safety, safety, safety. All right, you need to know your surroundings, and don't do a job if you're asked to do it. Don't do a job if you are not comfortable. Come see somebody. So we don't want you doing anything you're not comfortable or capable of. So I'm going to be grabbing some people out of here now that we're going to have for some specialized jobs. Teresa, is there anything else that we need to mention?
The other thing is if you feel that you need
Gloves.
Yeah.
gloves,
We
we've
have
got packs of
gloves right over
here.
here, especially if you're humping mulch.
Yeah.
That's big. Okay, so
I'm getting one.
I need
gonna move mulch.
Mike, I need you, I need Paul, I need Patrick, and back here. Yeah.
Play on the mouse. Oh my God. Remember trying to build a
That's right.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to leave this.
well, whatever she's got, she's not going to be around for it, and my mother was asking us just to go. My kid, I'm ready. It's for your mothers, and so we're supposed to buy, and then we go right there.
Tell us why you're here and how you feel about this park.
I like this park because I really want to make a better influence on the community, so we can all join and make a better place for our society.
Thank you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, of course. Always.
Well, that's what.
And that's what David might be able to do. Because he might be.
I'm gonna go right back. I want to eat this sausage.
Hey, Mayor, would you do this? Oh, I know.
Once again, will you say your name and spell it for me?
Tomas Avila, O-M-A-S-A-V-I-L-A.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from this neighborhood. I actually live just one street over from this location here.
Okay, perfect. So tell me about this park and what it means for you guys to get this renovated.
This park means a lot for the neighborhood. It's been abandoned for over 30 years. So having it renovated and bringing it back to life in the neighborhood, we can see it as an improvement in the quality of life in this neighborhood and an inspiration for the future generation of children who now will have a playground that they can actually play safely and they can actually enjoy.
What was the playground like before?
The playground pretty much was the same equipment that was done back in 1978. So you can imagine it was all metal, it was rusty, it was pretty much not well taken care of. And the children still play with it. So definitely with this new improvement, we can see that participation of the children in the neighborhood just increasing.
And now they can play safely.
Yes, indeed. And it's going to bring, needless to say, families to the park that will actually enjoy the rest of the park and very much recover a jewel that has been lost in this neighborhood for the last 30 years.
Is that why you got so involved in this?
Yes, indeed. I saw it as, when I first saw this park, I saw it as a jewel within this neighborhood that very much was abandoned. And I always saw the potential as to what it could be if neighborhoods came back together and actually tried to fix it.
All right, thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
All these pictures at the horrible.
That's nice. It looks real nice. Because before it was like just, it was simple. Yeah. A bit more detail.
Yes, it is simple.
No, not this. It was simple before. It was just one slide.
Yeah. And we had some community meetings. We spoke with a lot of the neighbors. I spoke with the kids at Easy Street School, and they wanted something better.
Yeah, because it's like a big field, and then the park, the playground's all the way down there.
This is because the kids in the neighborhood said that they wanted something better.
Correct.
And you do have a voice. You do have a voice. So if you ever get the opportunity to speak to a public official, the mayor is here today, always take advantage of it. We're here to listen to your ideas.
Me as a mother to be, this is very, very nice. Very big improvement.
And my nephew, he's 1 year old, he'll go on the biggest slide. That one too.
Well, some of these pictures are going to be posted on Facebook, hopefully.
As long as I don't look
So if you want,
You look
can find me on Facebook.
Thank you.
All right. My name's David Salvatore.
He's the councilman for this area, okay?
Well, as mayor, I'm very, very proud to have Providence College in our city. I'm also a big fan and a big friend of Coach Cool. And so I'm looking forward to Fire basketball. I'm looking forward to that second season.
Great. What brought you here to Fusion today?
Well, it's really to celebrate and to thank all of the Flyers who are out there, former Flyers and current Flyers who are out there. And say thank you because our kids really need to play now. This is a wonderful addition to the neighborhood.
Why is this important?
I think it's important because we're all responsible for our city. We're all responsible for what goes on in our city. And it's great to see so many people, as I said, former Flyers and current Flyers out there doing something for the community. And so that young kids have a safe place to play. Nothing better than that. We all care about the welfare of our children.
What message do you think is important to share about today's community service projects with the public?
Is that we always need to stay involved in our communities. It's our responsibility, our collective responsibility to make sure that children have a safe place to live and to play and a great place to go to school. And so this is really a big addition, and we're grateful for the Flyers, for coming out and doing this, and thank you to all the students who are here today especially.
Great, that was perfect. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Take a picture of the place.
And that's what it's all. So I want to thank you very, very, very much. It's been absolutely incredible.
How do I live on this?
All my favorites.
Well, they had enough help anyway. Right?
No.
I do want to say one thing. Those of you graduates, the Val Brown Club is looking for new members. Bell Brown Club is the Providence area alumni club. So you can see me or Kate. Kate's going to raise her hand. So make sure if you're here, you're graduating next year, you're involved in the Bell Brown Club. So, and you can also come back in the future. All right, so we need you all back next year too. So again, thank you.